Hello, my name is Fizzing Bob and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to continue the tutorial on sorters. In the previous video we looked at using a dropper that passes items through a solid column into the sorting area. In today's tutorial we are going to be looking at using a water column to transport the items up into the sorting area. This method is very useful when you want to feed items to the sorter from different levels, such as like a mine shaft or something like of that nature. Without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so let's fill up our inventory with the items from the chest. Come on then. We need that. Okay, yeah. We definitely got redstone and okay. So first thing we're going to do is, like before, we're going to create the one-shot pulse that will fire the dropper whenever there is anything inside the actual dropper. But this time the dropper, instead of facing up, we're going to place the dropper on it facing out. How am I going to do this? If I'm not careful, I'm going to block myself in there. Okay, what I'm going to do is going to use a block, maybe. Yeah, that's right. Put a block in there, Bob. Go on there. There we go. Put the dropper down facing us, that's it. Now use the block, there we go, now we can get out. So the dropper has to be facing out, and this will be where the water column is. So obviously we need to put dirt there instead of that block. It would be more efficient to put that down first, but Bob's going to do that now. Going to place the dirt down, there we go. That's it. So now we're going to create the circuit. We're going to use the comparator that checks what's in the dropper. We're going to use a block, which the signal passes through, into a repeater. That's it, find a repeater, that's the repeater. Then we're going to put redstone dust into there, and then we're going to put another repeater into the dropper with a redstone dust behind it, which links it to the rest of the circuit, like so. Same as before. This is a simple circuit and worth remembering for other devices as well. Right, okay, so Bob, we've got to fill it. We're going to cover the actual circuit because we know it's going to work. But oh, hang on, you don't want to fill that space up there, because that we need a hopper into the dropper. So you might as well break that block down. That's it. Now put a hopper on top of it. That's it. And then we're going to use a chest. There we go. Place the chest on top of the hopper. Okay. Well, yeah, like so. So the items will now filter down through the hopper into the dropper when we fill the chests up. Right, what's next? So again, a few more items. We're going to create the water column, hole itself. So we're not going to put water in yet, but this is going to be where the water is going to go. So we're going to use glass so we can actually see the items flying through the water. But as you can see, we place the glass on top and you can actually still open up the chest, even though it's a full block. Right, keep on building that tower high enough. Got to make sure that the water column will go up to the sorter filter. Right, okay, so what we're going to do here now is, it's a bit of a, place the blocks here. I mean, you can make the whole thing a square glass, but reduce resources, then what we can do is only do the corners. As long as that column where we're going to place the water has no holes in it for water to escape, then everything's okay. Going to use double chests again, as before. We're expecting to use quite a lot, and there's going to be 4 chests here. 3 for sorting and 1 for junk. So behind that we're going to put some blocks on top of those, on the side of those blocks we're going to use redstone torches, like so. Behind the 3 ones that are going to be sorting, we're going to place blocks on top of those, okay, like so. And then we're going to put blocks like that as well, so that it will lock the hopper. The redstone torches will lock the hopper. We're going to place the hoppers on top of the chests going into the chests. We're then going to place the comparator, which will check to see what's in, if there's any items in the hoppers. We're going to use redstone dust here and here and here on the 3 comparators. We're going to then join. We're going to put repeaters into the side here. Behind the redstone torches, we're going to put a block above the repeaters and blocks behind the repeaters, like so. And then redstone dust behind on those blocks and also behind those blocks. This is exactly the same as the other sorter in part we looked at in part 1. So now we're going to put the stairs. This allows us to open the chests. We're then going to put some more blocks along this edge or the top of the stairs. We're then going to put hoppers into the blocks like so, pointing into it, as you can see. the spout is actually facing the blocks. We're then going to put another row of blocks on, but what we need to do is make the next row of hoppers that we're going to put in need to be facing away from the actual water source. So the way to do it is if we're going to put a hopper onto that block there, like so, like that's it. So it's basically facing away from the column, water column, and yeah, we're going to make a little ledge that I can walk along to put the rest of the hoppers, and they will go all the way up to the glass, like so. I have to get rid of that. Yeah, that's got to go. Yeah, it's okay. There we go. Get rid of that one. That's it. Put another hopper in, and now we're going to have to build up. Yeah, put glass around there, and what this will do is keep the water from flowing into the down below. We just want it over that first hopper, so we'll seal it in, and that will then create a place to put the water column. So I think we're going to tidy this up a bit. We're going to place some more blocks down. Yeah, okay. It's a bit early to do that, but yeah, we get rid of that. That's it. So what will happen is that when the items come up, it will keep them in and over the hopper, so they won't escape. So we'll cover these up because we don't need. Just want to make it look neat. Okay, so now, right, need some water. That's it. You get it from the chest. Come on, Bob, get the water. That's it. Yeah, get rid of those. That's it. Don't need that. That's the one we need. Right. So we're going to put the water in onto the back face here. This face here. That's it. And you can see the water goes across and also down. That's exactly what we want. So, but at the moment the water is not a water source. So what we're going to use is kelp, which will make it a water source. Each of those blocks a water source. Place it in the mud and build up on it. And what you can see now is we have made that a water source. Okay, so we're going to get some soul sand, and what this does is it makes the water column. Oh, what have I done? Yeah. Okay, now I need that chest again. Yeah, no, not the oak logs, the chest. No, the chest. That's it, you get the chest. Come on. There we go. Put the chest down. Come on. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to that in a bit. So yeah, so what we're going to do now is I need to put the soul sand into the bottom of that water column. Yeah, can I squeeze in? There we go. Okay, so get rid of that dirt. Oh, and the kelp. Place that on the soul sand in. Boom! There we go. We have a water column. So we're going to cover that area up. Let's get some glass. Have we got any glass there? Oh, let's get rid of all these bits and pieces first. I don't know why. We can wait till later, can't it? We're going to use some of this stuff. Okay, there's the glass. I'll come back for that bit in a minute. Right, put the glass down. That's it. Glass, and we're happy with that. Okay, I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? Okay, let's go for it. Right, so now that is the essence of the actual water column. Okay, so we're going to just tidy up the structure by just placing these items along it. Okay, build that one there, that there, that there. That's it. Right, we're just going to leave this now, and we're going to yeah, just carry on building. You don't need that one nor that one. That's it. Just keep it all symmetrical and nice and neat. I mean, these aren't particularly that looking that nice anyway, and you can basically make these look a lot neater and more aesthetic. So they will fit into the bases. But this is at the moment. What am I doing now? Yeah, that looks okay. We want to see the items go up, so we don't want to cover it everything. Okay, so we now have got the column. We can still see the column. That's good. Good. Okay. Right. Should we set up the hoppers? That's it. So we need the stacks of items. So we get the gold. We'll get the iron ore, and we'll get the coal ore as well. That's it. Get the iron. There we go. And we need some diorite as well. We use the diorite. That should go into the waste bin. Right. So let's. Again, this is. We're gonna. Oh, hang on. What's in that hopper there? Oh, it's kelp. That's all right then. So what we do is we click on the middle hopper, like that. We then left, so it's right click and drag the items, and then fill this column up, this part of the hopper with 18 blocks, and the first one with 24, like so. Then we just repeat it for all the other three. So I'm going to put this one in there like that, and then 18 into here, like so. Oh, too many, Bob. And you have to, that's it, take some of that out. That's it, and then 24 into this one as well. Don't worry, at the moment, as soon as you put an item in there, it locks the hopper, so items shouldn't drop down. If they do, there's a problem, so you need to check the circuitry. So we're going to put, oh, why did I put 2 in there? Okay, come on, let's put 18 into this one. That's it, and then, oh, drop that, yeah, that's it. And then 24. I mean, you could put the whole stack in that bit. What will happen is it will filter down to 24 after, but we've got to put some stuff into the chest at the front to prove it. Right, so the next job is item frames, so that we know that the items have filtered into the chest correctly. Right, here we go. That's it, get some get the item frames. That's the one. Okay, item frames. Right, and place them onto the front like so. Right, and we're going to have to remember the order we put it in. That's gold. That's going to be, iron. That's it, coal goes there, iron goes there, and we're going to put a bucket to represent a waste bin. Yeah, okay, it's got water in. It'd be bad if it had nothing in there, but water will do for now. It's just to prove it. Okay, so I'm going to throw the items into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, chuck those in there. As you can see, the items are now going into the water column. And this, what I mean is, what you can actually do now is have a circuit going into, if it's tall enough, into at different levels, because all it's doing is the dropper's just firing stuff into that water column. As you can see, now we've got stuff into there. We've got coal, we've got iron ore, and we've got a bit of gold, like coal. Yeah, and I think, yeah. So still, there we go. There's some diorite going in there. So we just prove that it's going into the waste. There we go. That's it. Yeah. So that's going in. That's finished as well, and that's it done. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Maybe you might be able to use this design in your base as well. If you've liked the video, please leave a like, and if you really like the content I'm doing, then please subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell to be notified when a new video is being released. Also, leave comments below and let me know what you really think of this tutorial, and if I've missed anything out, please let me know. If there are any farms or any redstone contraptions you would like me to cover in these tutorials, please leave it in the comments. And from me, Fizzing Bob, take care and goodbye.